A guided audio tour of the Bury Transport Museum. This exhibit here is Wren, a small Lancashire and Yorkshire narrow gauge Lancashire and Yorkshire engine called Wren. See there, Wren. That's the locomotive. The purpose of this locomotive was to deliver raw materials, parts and equipment all over Horwich Locomotive Works. These two locomotives are on a loan from the National Railway Museum while it's being rebuilt. And it's scheduled to open again next year, meaning these engines can return. But in the meantime, they'll be displayed here. The first exhibit is Vesta, an 060 dock tank engine, manufactured by Hudswell Clark at Leeds. And this is the only surviving Stanier 262 tank engine, number 2500, displayed as LMS number 2500, British Railways 42500. And it used to work for London, Tilbury and Southend. Used to work for the London, Tilbury and Southend Railway. See there, displayed in LMS style. Here are also a collection of classic vehicles, including manufacturers Gardner and Leyland. A post office collection, and these two Leyland double-deck buses. We also have a vintage steamroller by R&T Howarth Limited. There are some British Railways styled road vehicles here. That's a trailer. This is a trailer, British Railways trailer, and this Robin, this Scamell. This is the vehicle which connects with the trailer and tows it along. It's an attachment. Also here is the Yellowway travelling coach. Yellowway coach. Yellowway used to do excursions, seen here, and this is how it looks. We also have the Leyland lorry, what it did in the day. A Northwich fire engine, used by the Cheshire County Fire Brigade. A classic LMS horse-drawn cart, which would take things to and from railway stations. Now you'll see here that we have another classic British Railways road vehicle. And that is the trailer it's attached to. That's another trailer. There's another trailer. Seen there. Another vehicle. Another trailer seen there. Yes. Yeah. Another trailer is seen here. And this is the vehicle, more vintage of the type. Here's a little note as well. Here's a little note there as well. The 1963 Suzuki Mokick M30. The 1963 Suzuki Mokick M30. A series of classic bicycles. And this is a London and North Western Railway 10-ton goods van used for transporting materials without having them exposed to the open elements. This blue engine here is a saddle tank. Is saddle tank number 1, built and built for and employed by the Bury Corporation Gas Department. And you can see here that it is an 040 saddle tank. An 040 saddle tank, as it says here on the notice. A closer look at the paintwork and the number 1 and initials, the Bury Corporation Gas Department. Watch this as well. The smallest model railway gauge you can get. It's amazing. As before mentioned, a London and North Western Railway 10-ton goods van. And this is a North Eastern Railway jib crane. Northeastern jib crane. This is the main operating area. This is the main box, which has to be filled with weights when at work. An empty box to white line for travelling. Fixed tailpins and jib safety chains. That's the crane. The main mechanism. As aforementioned, that is the crane. That's the crane. This is also the jib wagon that comes with it. It's interesting to know that this has been one of the main exhibits, but it will be leaving. Soon and returning to its more appropriate home in the northeast. After all, it is a northeastern crane. Here we have a classic vehicle. Yeah, a classic flat truck with classic model vehicles, a bicycle and a tractor. Yes, classic vehicles, models, bicycle and a tractor. And tractor. Models, bicycle, tractor. And also, oh, that's just the British Railways road trailer. Exhibits here. James Holden and Sons Limited, Terry Towel Manufacturers. Now the terry towels, they were multicoloured roller towels and toweling. They were manufacturers of multicoloured terry towels, roller towels and toweling, made in Lancashire by British, and they supplied to the they supplied them to the wholesale textile trade and the HM government, market traders and industry. The wholesale textile trade, HM government, and market traders and industry. That's what these were supplied to back in the day. Now the vehicle itself, this is an Austin 8 van. The Austin 8 van. Austin 8 van, yes. And seen here, this LMS flat wagon made of one plank sides. This vehicle has been loaded onto it as an example of how it would have been transported to places back in the day in the necessary fashion. And there's also this classic reversible tram and these classic vehicles. And over here is a reversible tram, which could spin 180 degrees, and it is known as a reversal horse tram. It will be leaving the museum for an exhibition in Heaton Park, and then it will go on tour. Anyway, over here we have another goods van, seen here. And this is where the materials would be stored for transportation. Series of model railway engines, large gauges, and these were handmade. And over here we have the famous model railway, which depicts a 1930s scene of the stations of the Bury railway stations of Bolton and Knowsley Street. Bolton Street and Knowsley Street. And this is how it would have looked. This is how it would have looked. Ah, don't I look good? There. Impressive. This is how I look. Don't I look great? Ah, traditional tipfers. Hats used by the people here. Hats that were worn originally.
For the brewery, a boatload of cotton from the Americas built a lot of wagons. And of course, all these raw materials are converted into finished goods by our local industries. And these need to go to customers in Britain and the Empire. As the wagons are shoving up the side for the load, or back out again laden for dispatch, the number ticker records every wagon's position, contents, and consignments in a black lead pencil in a notebook.
A set of traditional outfits worn in the day, and classic books. Bus, classic bus, Rosendale bus. Yeah, and it has been sectioned. Just this area, just this front portion. So, excuse me. Thanks. Ta.
And they're wrestling with the man, just waiting for any discrepancies between the goods themselves and the paperwork that accompanies them.
That's what goes on behind the model railway. These are the main loops. The storage yard. And those are the controls. This is the classic horse and cart vehicle. One side, this is written on one side. And on the other, this is on the other side. This is the other side. And we see here at the museum these bridge crests. Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Bridge Crest, Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Bridge Crest, Yorkshire Street, Rochdale, 1869. Same too for this one, Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Bridge Street. Oh, it's Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Bridge Crest, Yorkshire Street, Rochdale, 1869. These are the bridge crests. These are the bridge crests from the bridge in Rochdale. They were donated here. Selection of luggage that was taken on the Yellowway coach travel. This is the luggage. This is the luggage that was used for the This is the luggage that was used for the Yellowway coach excursions. It's interesting to know that this vehicle is home to a few to these Leyland and Gardner vehicles. A flatbed lorry. This is just the lorry, hasn't got the trailer with it. And I mean the Gardner 180 as seen here. It's a trailer lorry, the Gardner 180, except it hasn't got a trailer. This is the Leyland. This is the Leyland flatbed lorry, as seen here. The Leyland Beaver. The Gardner 150 flat lorry with its cargo on there, as we've seen earlier. And these are the Leyland, these two are Leyland double-deck buses. Leyland double-deck buses. And over here, this is the post office collection. The post office collection. This is a collection of merchandise models. An illuminated sign. And a telephone box. Post box. There's also these. We'll get around to them shortly. And this guy here, he's ridden the BSA, the 125cc Bantam D1 Plunger, the Bantam D1 Plunger, a GPO Telegram motorbike, 1961. This one here, the GPO Morris 8 Z-type van. Here it is. This is the vehicle. Just flick here. A 1956. This is a 1956 Morris Minor 803cc. The 1956 Morris Minor 803cc. And this is what it was used by the GPO, General Post Office, GPO. As mentioned earlier, the reversible horse tram L53. The body can revolve around 180 degrees on its chassis, thus allowing it to travel back in the opposite direction. And here we have the Ford Model T van, the Model T Ford van. And here is the aforementioned Terry Towel vehicle, the Terry Towel delivery vehicle, as aforementioned earlier, by James Holden and Son. James Holden and Son Limited, Terry Towel manufacturers. This is their delivery vehicle, as aforementioned earlier.
Unsuccessful, and Salford's combination cars were no exception. Withdrawn by 1912, the electrical parts were used in the construction of 10 open-top vestibule cars, like number 157, seen here in its top covered form. These small cars were the mainstay of Route 76, until its initial abandonment in 1939. Route numbers have been introduced in 1926 to coincide with the operation of joint services with Manchester, all of which had ceased by 1937.
And this is a clever thing.
The final Salford
What the
editions
chair,
came in the
what you
early
can do with the
20s
chair.
with some
Once you
brush
reached one,
built low
once you
bridge
reach one
cars.
end,
When the tide turned against the tram, Salford had
you
planned
can
the old
turn
bus
the
by
upper part of the
1940.
bench the other way.
Put a stop to this, and 61 cars destined for the scrapyard had to be kept going. This rare wartime footage, which offers
See?
glimpses of vehicles with
brilliant.
white bumpers,
It's so
is part
genius.
of a road safety film.
It makes you wonder why did anyone think of that before? Why didn't they think of it before?
As the policeman escorts
Change
the little
positions
girl
of the
over
chair.
road, note the Manchester Parcels delivery van in the back.
And I think that concludes the tour. Just one last look here. And that concludes the tour. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this tour. Anyway, like, down, comment and subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And anyway, now one last thing. Like your video, comment below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, you'll find it on YouTube where I'll upload this. Okay, goodbye. This is Robert Charles Fox signing off. Okay, first, it's brilliant. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. This is Robert Charles Fox signing off.